What's going on YouTube? Taylor Prentice back here with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the week 4 drop list for Supreme's Fall Winter 2022 season, which is set to drop on Thursday, September 22nd. So if you guys haven't seen yet, this week features a collaboration with Yoji Yamamoto, and he's actually got Tekken involved in some of the pieces in this collaboration. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Tekken, it's a video game series. I actually never really played it as a kid, which is really surprising. So if you guys are familiar with it, let me know down below who these characters are and like what all I'm missing about this collaboration, because I'm sure there's a lot that's going to go over my head since I'm so unfamiliar with it. But with all that being said, if you're new to the channel, if you could hit that like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. I make streetwear content 2 to 3 times a week, so if you guys are interested, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. But anyways, let's get on into these pieces. So starting off with the Yoji Yamamoto stuff, the first thing we have here is a collaboration with Yoji Yamamoto and Vance in leather. I think these are really sick. The black, red, and white ones are super cool in my opinion. I don't think the brown and green ones are bad. I just feel like that's a little bit harder of a color palette to wear with other stuff, but these pants are super cool. I think the jackets are sick, but I'm not too big of a fan of that style of jacket. I really like the way it looks, but as far as wearing it, it's not really for me. But these pants are amazing. I could definitely see myself wearing these pants, and as far as this collaboration goes, I think these are my favorite piece. Next, we've got like a canvas bomber jacket which has some Tekken artwork on it. So like I said, I'm not sure who these characters are. If you guys know down below, let me know. But I really like the way these jackets look. I like the white one more than the black one. I think the like circle artwork with the protruding character works better on the white one. On the black ones, it does look like that circle kind of just fades into the jacket, which I kind of like the abruptness of the separation of the image on the white jackets. So yeah, I like the white jackets a little bit more here. And then on the back, we've got similar artwork, just a different character. And then we do have that Yoji Yamamoto and Supreme branding there too. So I think that was a nice little detail, but I think these pieces are pretty solid. And that's coming from a guy who doesn't really like bomber jackets. Next, we've got these puffer jackets, and these have some imagery on the back, so I'm actually not really sure what the scripture means. If anyone knows what that means or says down below, let me know. But then we just have Supreme and Yoji Yamamoto on top of that, so I think that artwork looks pretty cool. I do think it's kind of awkward on this jacket. I do like the silhouette and like this jacket overall. I just feel like the artwork is a little out of place on this one. Later on in the collection, we'll see this on some sweatshirts, and I think it works a little bit better on those. Then we've got a drug rug, which is really cool. I'm surprised that I've never seen Supreme do a drug rug. I'm gonna have to see if they've done it in the past. Seems like something they would do, but I think these are really clean. I like the branding on the back of them too. I think that's a nice touch, but I really like the thicker stripes on this blue and black one. The red and gray one is not bad though. And then next, we've got some sweaters heavily inspired by Tekken. These are definitely Tekken characters that I recognize, but like I said, I still don't know who they are. But these are just a lot going on for these sweaters. So we've got the imagery in the middle, and then on the right sleeve we've got some like decor, and then the left sleeve we got this like argyle print with Supreme on top of it, and then on the back we've got more scripture, and then we have Yoji Yamamoto branding. So it's just a lot going on. If you're a big Tekken fan, this might be for you, but I feel like if you're not a Tekken fan, this is gonna be a pretty big miss. And then next, we've got this like suit thing going on. So the artwork on this is very abstract. It's hard to tell what's going on. There is like a t-shirt version of this, and then there are like a Doc Martin type of shoe with this artwork on it. So yeah, we're getting a decent look at the imagery, but it's still hard to tell what's going on. You can see Supreme is written like throughout that design, but yeah, just a lot of stuff going on. I do think it looks pretty pleasant though, and I think the colors that they used are pretty solid. And then we've got a button-up shirt which just has all the Tekken characters on it. So yeah, you gotta be a Tekken fan for that one, but I think that's just like a funny t-shirt. And then we've got these black pants, which I think are super sick. They're like a fur cargo type of thing. I'm not sure what that actual material is, but I really like the way these look. And there is an image of a guy wearing them that I'll show later in this video, but he's like sitting down, so you can't really see how baggy they actually are or how well they like stack when you're standing up. But I'm really curious to see the fit on those. And then we've got some t-shirts here. It just says Supreme. It's got the Yoji Yamamoto branding, and then it's over some scripture. So again, I'm not sure what that scripture says, so if you guys are aware of what that means, definitely let me know down below. And then we've got this abstract art style shirt similar to that suit that I was talking about. It does say Supreme right here, but as far as the rest of the imagery, I'm having a hard time telling what's actually going on. And then besides that, we've got like a trick-or-treat, like pumpkin type of thing, jack-o'-lantern, whatever you want to call it, and it's got some flowers attached to it. I don't know, I feel like this piece is just kind of awkward. Might be cool for like Halloween, but other than that, not really a big fan of that one. And then again, we've got those sweatshirts with the imagery that was on the back of the puffer jacket. So I do like that imagery. I think it looks pretty cool, and I think the text on this shirt looks cool too. But like I said, I just don't know what that scripture underneath means. And then we've got a skateboard, again with the imagery from that hoodie in the back of the puffer jacket. And then on the flip side, it has all the Tekken characters. So I think that's pretty cool. If you're a fan of Tekken, I feel like that's a pretty sick item. And then we've got the Doc Martens, like I mentioned earlier. I think these are really cool. I like the design on here more than on the suit and then on the shirt. I feel like it works really well here. And then next we've got some Yoji Yamamoto Supreme beanies. I feel like these beanies are pretty cool, similar to that sweater, but just a lot less going on, and I think it works better on a beanie. But yeah, here's just the images of people wearing them. So here's the guy sitting down with those black pants. But yeah, like I said, the way he's sitting is just kind of hard to tell what is going on there. But moving on to the normal pieces, or like non-collaborative pieces from this week. First off, for accessories, we have a lighter, which is always cool. I feel like those always do really well, and I would like to have one in my collection. I haven't bought one. These ones are alright, just has Supreme all over it, but there are cooler ones. If I were to buy one, I would probably just pay a little bit more for one that I liked a little bit more. And then we've got some dominoes here, which I think is pretty cool. I think this is a cool thing to have in your house. Not something that I would pay a bunch of money for, pay resale for probably, but if I had money like that, I would be buying it. Just a cool little table item. But getting into the normal pieces for this week, we have the inverted stripe short sleeve top. These ones are a miss for me. It's hard to tell what's going on with the logo. I feel like the stripes just look kind of awkward throughout the tee, and I feel like the colors are not very solid either. So yeah, I was not a fan of this one. Hard pass for me. And then next we've got the Phoenix short sleeve top, and again, it's gonna be a miss for me. I do think everything is embroidered, so that makes the t-shirt a little bit cooler, but the imagery just isn't really cool, and I don't know, yeah, I'm just not feeling it. And below that we have the USNY hooded sweatshirt. So we've got some like applique work going on here on the front, and then on the hood, and then on the sleeves for the stripes. I don't think this one's bad. Definitely gives you that kind of like vintage look, and I like the colors that they chose. I actually don't really like this red and blue one, but I think the other colors are pretty cool. I think this like powder blue and yellow one, almost like retro Chargers colors, looks pretty sick. And then the white and gray one is pretty cool too. And then black and white you can never go wrong with. So yeah, I'm kind of indifferent on those pieces. And then we got the multi-type jacquard denim tops and bottoms. So it does just say Supreme in New York in a couple different fonts and stuff. Looking at images of these zoomed out, I didn't really love them, but upon further analysis, I really like the detailing once you get zoomed in. And I don't really like the top as much as I like the pants. I think the pants are pretty cool. These types of tops are just not really something that I ever enjoy, and I feel like you can get away with all over print pants, whereas with the top it's a little bit harder to get away with it. So personally, I just like the bottoms. I think the overall print works better on the bottoms, and I feel like it's just a cleaner look. I feel like the tops aren't really doing it for me, but I do like these pants. And then we've got the same type of action going on here on some 6 panels and then on some crushers. So yeah, if you like this, you could go fully flooded out with this whole look, but I really like these pieces individually besides the tops. I think the hats are really cool, and I think the pants are really cool too. Next for the hats, we have the swirl fleece cap. I think these ones are pretty cool, especially for the fall winter. Probably going to keep your head pretty warm. I'm not sure if they're lined or if the fur is in the lining too. If it is in the lining, definitely going to be a pretty warm cap, so not going to be great for like summertime or any other time really other than winter. But I think these look really cool. I think the black one is my favorite, but I do think the green and the gray one are pretty pleasant too. And then we have this striped beanie. So these are not bad. These kind of give me like early 2000s vibes, definitely like skateboard type of look. I don't really like the like color combos that they went with here. Yeah, I don't think they're bad, but just not for me. And then again, we've got those Yoji Yamamoto beanies down below. But yeah, I think that is it for this week. So it's an alright week. I don't think it's anything like super great. I do think the collaboration kind of carried this week, and I do think if you're a big fan of Tekken, obviously it's gonna be a cooler week for you. But I don't know much about Tekken, so this week wasn't super crazy for me, but there are pieces from the collaboration that I still like. Yoji Yamamoto always does his thing, so you kind of always got to respect what he's doing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have made it to this point, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys are planning on grabbing, or if you liked this week. But anyways, we will see you next time. Have a good one.